for me personally, as a trans person, more vulnerable than also other refugees, as an LGBT person, maybe as a woman, also alone in an AZC. So for me, like 10 months can do a lot for your psychological health. Ik ben Nancy, ik ben 27 jaar, ik kom uit Libanon en ik woon in Amsterdam sinds 2 jaar. Ik kwam naar Nederland 3 jaar geleden om asiel aan te vragen. En ik woonde 1 jaar in een AZC, daarna verhuisde ik naar Amsterdam. I grew up somewhere where as a trans person, I didn't have any rights. That's the reality. Some people leave because of war, which is so painful, and I had to leave because this society, this culture there in Lebanon don't accept LGBT people. I want to mention something that being a refugee is not a choice, because I hear from also some people like saying, so why do you come if you have a critique on the system? Go back, just leave, ga weg, ga terug naar je eigen land. I hear this a lot. And I just want to say that I didn't choose to be a refugee. That was something imposed on me. I didn't have any other choice. When I came here and applied for the asylum, de wachttijd voor de procedure was 3 maanden. Dus ik heb eigenlijk mijn verblijfsvergunning, mijn status gekregen in 3 maanden. And that was like, maybe after all the terrible things that happened in me in life, that was something really good, and I was really lucky. Because now people are waiting more than 1.5 years just to start with the procedure in the camps. So I had just to wait short time for my procedure, and I was so happy. And by the way, I didn't also, you don't get to choose, of course, where you want to live. And also I understand that. So they chose for me that I have to live in Amsterdam. And then I realized that the waiting time to get a housing in Amsterdam is very long. For me personally, as a trans person, more vulnerable than also other refugees, as an LGBT person, maybe as a woman, also alone in an AZC. So for me, like 10 months can do a lot for your psychological health. There are different groups of people in the AZC, and just like in anything in life, in any society, just please don't generalize. There is good and bad. So when I talk about some people in the AZC, I'm talking about some people and not everyone, please. So basically, AZC have people from everywhere around the world. And some of these places are really, really not tolerant to LGBT people. So what can happen is that some young people groups might, for example, it happened one time that I was beaten up in the laundry area where we do the laundry. Of course, the verbal harassment would happen on a daily basis. It's just part of my life. And living in an AZC means that you have to share with other people all the areas. So the kitchen is shared, the showers are shared. For example, as a trans person, they didn't allow me to go to the showers of the girls. I had to go to the showers of the boys, and felt so bad. Yeah, I can say that it is not a safe place for a trans person to live in. The gemeente must be more aware that some people are really vulnerable, really vulnerable. It's a really nice city. I love Amsterdam. It's full of like different people from different parts of the world, which is so great. But there's a reality, and there's a fact that LGBT people are vulnerable. That's a fact, and they must be really careful in placing LGBT people and knowing what, where are the safe spaces for LGBT people.